So, guten Tag, meine Freunde, or Grüß Gott. After a few days of break, I am back here to engage the class. The other day, we started to speak about the verb. As I said, the verb is the most difficult parts of speech in any language, not only in German, in any language, because there are so many exceptions for the verbal conjugation. Remember, we conjugate the verb and we decline the noun and pronoun and adjectives. We decline them. Decline in the four cases: nominative, accusative, dative, and genitive cases. And verb we conjugate. So we need to know conjugate in three persons. So for the verb to fix the meaning of it, we need to know the number, then the persons, which is special. The person, first person, second person, third person. First person is the speaker, second person is the hearer, third person is somebody who is not in this process of conversation. That is person, number is there, singular and plural. Then the tenses and moods, then the infinitive, etc. We designate the verbs with the infinitive. It's also in English. In English, we say to go, to come, to sing, to pray, etc. That is the infinitive. But in German, it ends in en. We said that the infinitive, the verb ends in en. Sometimes simply e. That is the infinitive. So, infinitive is translated with the English word to go, to come, to sing, etc. So, en. So, in the dictionary, you will find the infinitive form: gehen, kommen, arbeiten, antworten, etc. Before we conjugate the verb, we need to know the personal pronoun. The personal pronoun. You know, there are different types of pronouns: personal pronoun, then demonstrative pronoun, then interrogative pronoun, then relative pronoun. There are a few number of pronouns. Personal pronoun is necessary to conjugate the verb. What are the personal pronoun? So the personal pronoun is I, you, etc. So first person is ich, and its plural is wir. In fact, it is written as if it is wir, but for the sake of pronunciation, we say wir. You know, German is pronounced exactly as it is written, not like English and French. French is very difficult because so many letters are elided. You don't pronounce them. But in German, we pronounce them exactly as it is. The most systematic languages, I think, it is English, Indian languages. You can pronounce exactly as it is written. For example, my family name is Thotakara. If it is written in Malayalam, nobody make a mistake, because what is the difference between other languages and Indian languages? We have short and long. A, I, O, etc. So that means we pronounce exactly the word as it is written. There is no There is no. So my name is Thotakara Devi. I worked in Rome almost 12 years. I studied in Vienna another 7 years. So people sometimes call me Thotakara, because they do not know. The problem is they have no short and long. Or Thotakara. So the pronunciation is very different. I remember a funny event that happened in the police station. In Rome, we have to renew the visa once in a year. For that, we need to go to the police station, apply for the visa, give the passport there, and the visa officer will stamp it and give it back to us who are waiting there. The policeman calls out the names and we get the passport and we go home. One day the policeman called out, Kokkuvettil Marikutti. Kokkuvettil Marikutti. Nobody responded. Kokkuvettil Marikutti. Then two sisters were sitting there. One of the sisters said to the other, I think it is your passport. The name is Kochuvettil Merikutti. Kochuvettil Merikutti. They pronounce it Kokkuvettil Marikutti. So that never happens in Indian languages because we have long and short form and we can read exactly as it is written. German is also, we read exactly as it is written, but here we don't pronounce it as wir, although we say, for the sake of pronunciation, we say wir. Ich means I, wir means we. That is first person. Second person is du, singular, ear, plural. Du means you, but you can write thou, you, plural. You, plural. This is I, ear. Here also, pronunciation is ear, not ear. H is not pronounced, as I said in the beginning. H is if it comes in the middle of a word, you don't pronounce it. In the beginning, yes. So it is ear actually, but you pronounce it ear. So ich, wir. There is no gender for this, no gender. Whether the speaker is a woman or a man, that doesn't make any difference. It is always the same. Whether man or woman is the speaker, it does not make any. So, ich has no gender and du has no name. Du, thou, singular, you. Singular, you. Third person has gender. That means I, you, then third person is he, she, it. It has gender. It is masculine. He. She, feminine. She. S, neuter. It. So this is third person. It has gender. And the plural of all these is the same, she, plural. They. C, that is a small letter. Then as we said, there is another C in capital letter, which is the respect form of you. respect form, always in capital letter. The C, the S should be always in capital letter. That is a speciality in German language. If you are speaking with a person who is a stranger or who is your superior, etc., you don't use do. Do is used only for friends, children, family members, etc. But C is for strangers, superiors, especially for strangers. Never use do. So C is the respect form, which is always plural, always capital and always plural. The verb should be in plural if you use this C. So ich, this is the personal pronoun. Personal pronoun. As I said, there are different types of pronouns. Personal pronoun, demonstrative pronoun to show something. Then interrogative pronoun, so ask a question, that is a pronoun which is to be declined. Then relative pronoun, to relate two sentences, you use another form of pronouns. So this is personal pronoun. The first and second person has no gender and it is always the same. The third person has gender, he, she, it, and C in small letter they. Then there is a speciality in German language, the capital C, which is used as a respect form to address somebody who is your superior or particularly a stranger. If you meet somebody on the street and you enter into a conversation, never use do. Never use do, always C. C means you, but always plural, always in capital letter. So this is needed for conjugation of the verb. That is why I took it now. The pronoun section, we will see the other pronouns later. The demonstrative, interrogative, relative pronouns. Now we come to the conjugation of the verbs. In present tense, the other tenses, I don't know, we will be able to do that here in this course. I said the infinitive is always with ends in en. So one example is arbeiten. 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 Arbeiten means to work. This is an example. Now we conjugate it. Ich arbeite. What is the meaning? Ich arbeite. Ich arbeite means I work. I work. The plural of ich is wir. Wir. Wir arbeiten. So there is arbeiten. Ich arbeite, I work, we work. We work. Arbeiten, to work. Then do. Arbeitest. So ending is st. Arbeitest. You work. Singular. Du arbeitest. Plural is ihr, arbeitet. It is like the third person. You, plural. Work. You work. Ihr arbeitet. The third person, you have three things, isn't it? He, she, it. she, yes. You have only one form, verbs has no gender. Arbeitet, the same. Arbeitet. He, she, or it works. He, she, or it works. What is the plural? Plural is she. Small c. Sie arbeiten. It is like wir arbeiten, the same way. They work. They work. Then you have the special form C capital. That is also plural, always plural. Arbeiten. You work. It's a respect form. So this is the conjugation in the present tense. It has only one form of present tense. There are 2 or 3 forms of past tense, 2 forms of future tense. Then we have moods. Moods are subjunctive, imperative, and indicative moods.